Maya Wiley, I wanted to raise some concerns. We've got new reporting that I want to get to right away because the president on this call has apparently criticized governors, said that the governors were too weak. According to our teams at the White House and who have been reporting on this call that has not been covered by the press, the president said, according to one source, that the Minnesota governor, who we're going to hear from at 12:30 when they have scheduled a news conference from Governor Tim Walz, was weak and pathetic. And that the governors, he said, most of you are weak. That was reported by us, our White House team, and by the Associated Press. The president said you have to dominate. If you don't dominate, you're wasting time. He's expressed annoyance with the response to the protests and the unrest that is raging across the country. Maya, your response to that?
Well, first response is the incredible hypocrisy of a president who used segregation-era language from a white police chief to demand that a governor, go after quote-unquote thugs and suggest shooting. And then just yesterday suggest that MAGA supporters show up in D.C., almost inviting a confrontation that could become violent between his supporters and protesters. This has been a president who has chosen not to soothe, not to attempt to calm the nation, not to do exactly what Mark so rightly called for, the statement of not just concern, but the statement of solution, the leadership of addressing what Dr. Martin Luther King would call the consistent condition of social injustice in communities of color and in the United States that are producing these levels of largely peaceful protests. In fact, the only thing we've seen is a call from Bill Barr to essentially make more partisan what should be a nonpartisan issue by suggesting that there should be an investigation of Antifa, the far left, without any statement of what evidence would support that and without any acknowledgement of the incredible racism and injustice that have been suffered in the Black community, both in not just Mr. Floyd's video, but in videos we've been looking at for years. And not once has Donald Trump suggested any major leadership initiative that would address injustice. In fact, he's only fanned the flames of hate.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.